Welcome students. In this video I will teach you another most important concept, that is about operator. Till now you have learned that Python is a general purpose programming language. The purpose of a general purpose programming language is to accept data and perform some operation on that data. The data in the program stored in some variable. The next question arises is how to perform operations on that data. The answer is using operator. Now, what is an operator? An operator is a symbol that performs operation. Another way, an operator is a mean to perform some logical or mathematical manipulation on what? On some data. And what is the purpose? To get some desired result. Okay. Where an operator act on some data, right? And where does the data stored? Data stored in some variable, and an operator acts on some variables is known as operands. Remember, every operand is a variable but not vice versa. If an operator acts on a single variable, it is called unary operator, and when an operator acts on two variables, it is binary operator. Let's see some example. Here I have created num1 and initialized 5 to it, and I have created another variable num2 and assigned 20 to it. And in this statement, observe very carefully. Here num1 and num2 are operand because num1 and num2 are variable, and this plus is a symbol that is operator. Okay, and result is another variable which will be assigned with the summation of num1 and num2. Okay, and you can see when I print result it will gives 5. Now look very carefully, this plus symbol acts on two variable num1 num2. That's why it is a binary operation, and plus is a binary operator. Okay, now let's see some example of unary operator. In this statement, you can see I have created num1 and assigned 13 to it. In the very next statement, I have created another variable num2 and assigned minus of num1 to it. You can see this minus is a symbol and num1 is a variable. That's why num1 is an operand and this minus symbol is a operator. Okay, and num2 will be initialized with what? With minus of num1, that is minus of 13. Okay, and when I print num2, what will it return? It will return minus 13 as its output. Okay, now let's see what are the types of operator Python offers. The first one is unary minus operator. I have discussed it in the previous slide. Unary minus operator convert an operand into a number and negate the value after that. That means here num1 will be replaced by 13, and because of this minus operator, the sign of 13 will be negated. That is why num2 will be initialized with minus 13. Okay. Now arithmetic operator. It is used to perform arithmetic operation on what? On some numeric data. Let's assume I have created a variable a and assigned 3 to it, and I have created another variable b and I have assigned 2 to it. Okay, let's see the operators. The first one is plus operator. Plus operator means addition operator. It adds two values. If I write a plus b in Python IDE, what will it return? It will return 5. Next one is minus operator. that is subtraction operator. It subtracts one value from the another. If I write a minus b in Python console, what it will return? 1. Why? 3 minus 2 is 1. Okay. Next one is star symbol or asterisk symbol, that is multiplication operator. What is does? It multiplies two values. If we write a multiply b in Python console, what will it return? It will return 6. Okay. Why? 3 into 2 is 6. Next one is division operator. Division operator, it divides one value by another and returns floating point result. Be very careful about it. It will always return floating point result. That means you have some value after decimal point. Let's see the example. If you write a divide b in Python console, what it will return? It will return 1.5. Okay, it will not return 1, it will return 1.5. The next operator is another division operator. It will return integer result. Okay, here see it, I have write the same thing, but I use another division operator that returns integer value. Now what will it return? It will return 1 and 0.5 will be truncated. Okay. Next see another operator, that is modulus operator. What modulus operator gives? It gives remainder of division. Here a modulus b, if you write it in Python console, what it will return? It will return 1. Why? Because when you divide 3 with 2, the quotient will be 1 and the remainder will be 1. Okay. And the last one is exponent operator. What it gives? It calculates exponential power value. If you write a exponential operator b, you can also say a to the power b. What it will give? It will give 9. Why? 3 to the power 2 is 9. Okay. The next type of operator is assignment operator. It is used to store right side value into left side variable. Okay, let's see examples. It is same as assignment operator. What it will give? It will assign result with the summation of a plus b. This is just an example. You will encounter this operator frequently. Next operator is plus equals to operator. Here you can see, if you write a plus equals to b in Python console, what does it mean? It means a equals to a plus b. Okay. If you write a minus equals to b, what it means? It means a equals to a minus b. If you write a multiply equals to b, what it will means? It will means a equals to a multiplies b. If you write a divide equals to b in Python console, what it means? It means a equals to a by b. If you write a modulus b in Python console, what does it mean? It means a equals to a modulus b. And a will be initialized with the modulus value a modulus b. Okay. Next one is a exponent equals to b. What it means? A equals to a exponent b. Okay. The last one is integer division equals to b. What does it means? It means a equals to a integer division b. Okay. The next operator is relational operator. As the name suggests, it is used to compare two quantities. It is also used to construct conditions. The main purpose of relational operator is to construct conditional statements. Okay. Now the first operator is greater than operator. If the value of left operand is greater than the value of right operand, it gives true, otherwise it gives false. One example is A greater than B. What is the value of A? Value of A is 2 and the value of B is 1. Then it will return what? It will return true because 2 is greater than 1. Okay. Next one is greater than or equals to operator. If the value of left operand is greater than or equals to the value of right operand, it gives true. Otherwise, it gives false. Okay. In the example A greater than equals to B, it is also true because 2 is greater than 1. Okay. And if the value of both A and B is 2, then what will be the result? The result will be true. But in this statement, if the value of A and value of B is 2, then it will return false. Okay. The next operator is less than operator. If the value of left operand is less than the value of right operand, it gives true, otherwise it gives false. Here value of A is 2 and value of B is 1. 2 less than 1. Is it true? No. So it will return false. Okay. In the same way, next operator less than or equals to, if the value of left operand is less than or equals to the value of right operand, it gives true, otherwise it gives false. Okay. Here 2 less than 1. Is it true? It is false. That's why false is written. If value of both A and B is 2, then what will be the result? The result will be true. Okay. Now the next operator is equals operator. Equals operator, if two operands are equal, then only it gives true, otherwise it gives false. Okay. Here 1 equals to 2. No. Then what will be the result? The result will be false. It will be true when both the value of A and B will be same. Okay. And the last operator is not equals to operator that checks if two operands are not equal. If two operands are not equal, it gives true, otherwise false. Okay. A not equals to B. 2 not equals to 1, that is true. That's why it returns true. Okay. Last one is logical operator. It is used to construct compound conditions. Relational operator is used to construct simple conditions, and using logical operator you can construct compound conditions. Let's suppose I have created a variable A and assigned true to it, and I have created another variable B and assigned false to it. Let's see. The first one is AND operator. AND operator will return true when both value of A and B will be true. Otherwise, it returns false. Here, value of A is true, but value of B is false. That's why it returns false. Okay. Next is OR operator. OR operator returns true when either one or both of these operator is true. A is true means one of these both operand is true. That's why the output is true. Okay. The last one is NOT operator. This is unary operator. It acts on only one operand. The previous two acts on two operand. Okay. And what NOT operator returns? True when operand is false and vice versa. Okay. Here value of A is true, then it will negate it. That means the result will be false. Okay, that's it for this video.